Students, today we will study about verification. Okay, so in the beginning of this chapter we have already studied the meaning. So verification is what? To verify the assets and liabilities of the business, to check, okay, whether the assets and liabilities are really existing in the business or not. That is your verification. So here there are certain points which are to be considered while verifying your assets and liability. Your first thing, you have to compare the ledger with the balance sheet. Okay, so whatever the ledger accounts are there, you have to compare it with the balance sheet item, okay, whether they are existing or not. Then existence of assets on the date of balance sheet. So whatever items are there on your balance sheet, okay, so on the date which you are preparing the balance sheet, whether it is there or no. Suppose if there is machinery, okay, whether the machinery is existing in the reality, whether it is in the firm or no, that you have to check. Okay, then free from charge. Okay, so free from charge means what? So auditor should ascertain whether the assets of the concern are subject to any charge, lien and all, okay, or whether it is mortgaged, and also he has to check it. Then acquired for business. So whatever the assets and liabilities are there, okay, that is whatever the assets are there in the company, whether it is owned by the company or no. Okay, so whether it is acquired for the purpose of the business or no, or whether it is for personal use. So if it is for personal use, then it does not come into the account of the company. Only if it is for the purpose of business, at that time it will come into your balance sheet. Okay, so he has to check whether it was acquired for the purpose of business only. Then proper valuation of assets. So he has to check, or he has to verify that the assets are there. Then audit report. Then he has to report on whether management has conducted any physical verification of the fixed asset and stock, and major difference between such physical inventory and the record of books. Okay, so he has to check each and everything. Okay, so he has to finally, after the verification, he has to submit the audit report. Okay, then next one, techniques of verification. Okay, so the first technique is your inspection. So inspection means what? Physical inspection of your assets, like for example counting of cash in cash box, then taking inventory of closing stock. Suppose in case of your documents, okay, so for documents, what inspection you can do? You can check the loan agreements, you can see the documents of title, suppliers invoice. So that is what? Inspection. Okay, then next one is observation. So observation means what? You are witnessing or checking or observing the inspection of assets done by others. So somebody else is doing the work, you are simply observing. Okay, so here he himself does not do it, but he observes the work which is done by other people. Then confirmation. Confirmation means obtaining written evidence from outside party regarding existence of asset. Okay, like obtaining balance confirmation from debtors. Okay, so to verify what is the balance, so he can confirm it. Okay, so the debtors will give the confirmation about their balances and also that there comes your confirmation. Then the next one is objectives of verification. Why verification is done? To show correct valuation of assets and liabilities. So with the help of verification, the shareholders will come to know the value of the business. Okay, so what is the financial position of the business, that can be known. Okay, so whether the assets are there or no. Okay, then to know whether the balance sheet exhibits true and fair view. Okay, then to find out existence of asset. Okay, so here what, whether the assets are there in reality or no. Okay, suppose if certain things are written off and all, whether it is been considered. Okay, so he checks each and everything. Okay, that is, in short, he checks whether the things are in reality or no. Then to find the ownership. So the asset is legally owned by the concern, or the liability is legal obligation of the concern or no, he will check it also. Then to detect errors and frauds. So if there are any errors, the auditor is going to rectify it. In case of frauds, he is going to detect it and take measures. Okay, then to verify arithmetical accuracy of books of account. So whether the books of accounts are maintained correctly or no, whether they are as per the accounting principles, standards, policies or no. Okay, whether the main principles, okay, whether they are followed or not. Okay, then arithmetical accuracy, whatever the amount, the figures which are being entered in the balance sheet, whether they are right or no. Okay, whether the notes are proper or no, he checks each and everything. Okay, then to verify adequacy of internal control regarding acquisition, utilization and disposal of asset. to ensure that assets have been recorded properly. So whatever the items are there in the balance sheet, whether they are recorded properly or not, it is being done by your verification. We can come to know the status of the business with the help of your verification. Then let's see the advantage of verification. So proper verification avoids manipulation of accounts. So when you are checking the existence of the assets, so there won't be any manipulation of accounts. Okay, so for each and every item in the balance sheet you are going to provide with the notes, right? So with that notes you will come to know the detailed analysis. So the auditor is going to check each and everything, thus the manipulation of accounts can be avoided. It helps proper use of asset. So your verification helps to make the proper use of asset. Okay, that is, it guards against the improper use. Suppose if there is any misuse and all, it can be found out. It ensures proper record and valuation of asset. Then it protects interest of the concern. So proper verification exhibits true and fair view of the state of affairs of the company. So here the interest of the shareholders can be protected. Okay, all the people who are interested, the interested parties concern can be protected, because if the auditor says, okay, after if he signs the audit report, okay, if he gives everything positive, that is that all the transactions of the company, or maybe all the dealings of the company, that they are true, okay, that the assets are really into existence, if such things, if he gives his opinion and all, at that time the shareholders, okay, the ultimate goal over here is to show the true and fair view to the shareholders. So here the shareholders interest can be protected, okay, because they will come to know that the company is going in the right path, okay, that the management is using the funds properly or not. That can be known through your verification, that is with the help of your balance sheet. Okay, so these are the advantages of verification. I hope these things are clear. If not, then you are free to ask me. Okay, so thank you, have a nice day.